We're going to talk about this new module, the project management module. It's I don't know what is your version, but it started on version 9.2. Okay, so if you have 9.1 or later, you will not have this module. And what it does, like you can see, it's a feature that lets you manage your projects more effectively from start to finish. You can centralize all project-related transactions, documents, resources, and activities. And it helps you to monitor the progress of tasks, stages, phase, and the overall project, analyze budget and costs, and generate reports on various aspects of the project, such as stage analysis, open issues, and resources. So I'm not going to show you a lot of slides. I'm just going to show you the feature itself. If you have questions, you can ask anytime. So basically, like I said, it's on 9.2 and 3. So if you have 9.1, you won't have this. In order to enable it, you need the show here the entry. So the menu entry is project management. It's here. But if you don't see and if you want to use it, you need to activate it on company details. Enable project management. So it's here. As soon as you enable it, it's going to show up here. It's going to show up here. And then how it works, this is the screen of the project management. So you have several tabs. You have several entries here. I'm going to talk about a bit about each one. So basically, you choose, you can have an external project or an internal project. So external means that you have a BP, a business partner linked to this project, or if you have an internal project, something inside your company, you don't have a business partner linked to it. That's the main difference between both. Go back here. Okay. So here I created a small project just to show you. It's a new server installation, for example, for a customer. And then here I have the customer details. Here I have a project name. I can put my project in several status: started, paused, stopped, and finished. I put a start date and an end date, the due date actually. Once you're done, you can close it. You have some activities, you have the completion bar here, and this project is linked to a financial project. If you know SAP, if you have used SAP for a while, SAP had this project concept that was just a financial project. So in the line of the documents, in the rows, you had a column that you could link to a financial project, and this project will be, this project code will be on the entry of this document. This is basically the same, but SAP linked both. So now you have this project management module linked to the financial project. So for each project that you have, you should create one financial project. Like in this case, I created this one here, new server installation. So so basically here we have I'm going to talk about more about this tab here, states. So the configuration is in the beginning, you need to put some time because it's not quick. But once you're done, you should be good. And also for your next project, this too, because usually one company, the stages of a project, it's usually the same. Maybe not, but usually it is. Like for Gestic, if we talk about our projects, like an implementation project, usually we have a kickoff meeting, we have a blueprint, we have an implementation, we have a SAP configuration, installation. So this could work most of the time. Once you do it once, it should be good for the rest of them too. So you need to put start and end dates. Then you need to put your stage, like in this case, conception, initiation, definition, planning, launch, execution. So you put the stages of your project. You can add more. Okay, this is not predefined. If you open yours, I'm almost sure. I think it's empty. You should create it. administration, setup, project management, stages. So you can add more stages if you need, or you can remove them if you don't need. So that's it. And then you make, basically you're going to create your project. Then you need the same idea for tasks. So these tasks are not pre-created. You need to create them. Same idea. So you can simply go here and put the tasks that you need and assign a task to each stage. And this is used if you create another project. Of course, this will be available. So once you create it, it will be available for all other projects that you create. So here, basically, we have, since it's a new server installation, we have a kickoff meeting. That's the first task. Then we have technical specifications for the server. Then we are going to buy and deliver the server. And then installation and configuration. Then we're going to test and tuning. And then we have a close meeting, a meeting to close the project. If I have, I can put my planned costs here, and this will be used to compare. So let's say that I have a planned cost of 100 for the kickoff meeting. Let's say for gas, I don't know, to go to the customer, I can add a PO after, and then I can compare this cost that I have with my PO. So basically, I put some costs here. The unique ID, it's up to you to define. You can show this when you are linking documents. You're going to see this unique ID during this presentation. And here, this is grayed out because this is SAP will fill these columns here because it's based on the documents that we create. You also need to define percentage per stage. So in the end, you should get 100. And that's it. So basically this bar here, this completion bar on the top, it's based on this percentage here. So let's say that I finish this stage here. SAP adds a date, then an update. My bar moves to 90%. So it's up to you to define too, the percentage of each stage. You can assign an owner to each stage too. It's up to if you need this. So let's say that you can assign, let's say that you would like to assign the installation configuration to a specific technician. You can do this. You can also create dependencies. So basically, you say that in order, before delivering it, I need to do my technical specifications. So basically, I cannot deliver if my technical specs is not done. So you can do this stuff, these things too. You can create sub-projects. So it's a project within a project, and it's more complex a bit, but it works too. You can do this. Now we're gonna go. We're gonna see it more here, but now I'm gonna show you the other entries here. We have the open issues. Let's say, for example, you have issues that you need to document. Let's say, for example, here, IT, I have priority, high priority, the network card doesn't work, and I can create a solution. I can then I can put here what I did, or the technician did, and the solution that he used it, who did it, who entered this line here. So you can control this. If you have a cost, you can estimate it here. You have also attachments. You can attach documents to the whole project if you need. So basically, let's say that for my technical specs stage, I want to attach some documentation. Let's say the server documentation. I can select my stage. This here becomes active. I browse. I look for my PDF document. Doesn't matter. Then I can attach it here. It's the same idea as the attachments for documents. You can link those documents here. I'm going to show you how to link documents to the stage. So basically, if I go through my stage, you can see that I have documents linked to a specific stage, and like this. So I'm going to show you an example how to do this. You can also assign work orders. if you have, let's say that you have a production order specific for a project, you can assign it to. Like it's well, I'm going to show you later how to assign this, and you can also link activities to your project. So let's say I think I have one here. Yeah. So let's say that you have an activity here that you want to give it to, let's say, install and config server. You can assign it to a technician, let's say, that will go to the customer, and you can put a start date and time, start and finish time that you want. And if, let's say that if your technician is has the mobile app, he can see this in his mobile app. So it's linked. Basically, it's going to show up in his calendar, something like this. You can also, yeah, if you need, that's it. So basically, that's it. I'm going to show you, I'm not going to go through details, okay, too much details, because it can be long, but I'm going to show you how it works on documents. It's basically the same for all documents. So if I create, let's say, a sales order, I'm going to close this just for you to see that I don't need to have this window open to work. So anyone who enters orders can link this order to a project. Order, when I say order, it can be a PO, an invoice, it doesn't matter, a document. So here I choose my customer, let's say, put a date, and I choose, let's say, a printer label, price. Then here, okay, in your sales order form, there is a column called project. This column by default, if I'm not wrong, is hidden. So if you want to play with it, you need to go to form settings and look for it. Project, make it visible. Same for the stage here. The stage is not mandatory. This means that if you want to link a document to a project, you don't need necessarily to know the stage. You can just say, I want to link it to this project, but it's up to you if you want to link it already to the stage. So basically here, I can go here, I can choose my new server installation for this guy here. I choose it. The stage, like I said, it's up to you to define it here or not. It's not mandatory. Then I add my document. Now, if I open my project, which is the last one, SAP detects that there is a document, that is a new document that was created, but it's not assigned yet to this project, specific project. Then you click yes. That's the document that I created. I can choose the stage. That's why it's not mandatory. I can choose, okay, this is going to be in the stage number 4. I move it to the right. I assign it. And then if I go to my stage number 4, I check my documents. It should be this one here, 702. So that's the document. It's linked. I create documents, and these columns here move. So I can see that I have an open $30. That's exactly my sales order. So it's an open AR amount. And yeah, and then so let's say another feature that you have in this project management tool is, let's say that you have several documents that you need to invoice to this customer. Let's say that you create several orders and you want to invoice the customer just when the project finishes. So you can do this. This is specific for 9.3. Okay, what I'm going to tell now, it's the billing document generation wizard. In 9.2, you have the project management, but you don't have the document generation wizard. This basically, I can use it from here. I can right click, billing document generation wizard. So this collects, like it says here, collects open documents, lines, and billable items that are connected to the project for invoicing. Then you click next. You do your basically everything is already filled in here. Sales order, Why it's not working? I think I should be seeing this here. It's number 4. I was expecting to see this sales order that I just created. Sorry guys, let me do this differently. Okay, sorry, my mistake. I need to tell the system that this order or this document is chargeable to the customer, so I need to tick this. Sorry about this. So I tick this here, I update, then I run my wizard again. Now the system detected that there is one sales order to be invoiced. I just go stage. I need to select my stage, number 4, if I'm not wrong. Next. Okay, so this is my order. I confirm it. I click finish. System opens the AR invoice, as you know. It's already linked to the project. So if you have several documents, like I said, you could invoice them in one shot. And you add it. Yes. This is a batch number item. Okay, so that's the invoice that was created. It's already here. So basically, if you check the entries, you're going to see that there is this link. This is the financial project that is linked to the entry. So that's one thing. So like I said, this billing wizard is only on 9.3. Otherwise, you need to copy to like you usually do, but then it's going to show up here. Yeah, you have some reports, like let's say you could run a profit and loss statement for this specific project. So you could do this. You could see, for example, I think, yeah, your document journal, not this, maybe the entries. I would like to show the entries, yeah, transactions. So you could see, you can see here our entries related to this project, really easily. Then that's it. Another feature too that was added in 9.3. It's the Gantt chart. It's here. So you have this. It's nice to see. It doesn't do much, but it's nice to see. You can do a follow-up based on the weeks and how it's going, if your project is okay or not. And that's it. Basically, just what I said here, just to compare, because I'm sure that not all of you have version 9.3. So basically, the main difference in between 9.2 and 9.3 is this report here, the overview, project overview. It shows you the stage, the tasks, if you have activities, the project, the progress. This is one of the main differences. The other one, yeah, I forgot to say that you have here, okay, in the 9.3, you have in human resources, you have a timesheet. So basically, you can add a timesheet, let's say for your technician. Let's put here, for example, 8 o'clock, 12. It is like an installation. I link my timesheet to a financial project, okay? And I can put a labor item. I can even link it to a specific stage. I think this is mandatory here. And then you add, and basically this timesheet is also linked to your, no, you cannot see it here, But if you run the billing wizard, okay, if you run the documentation billing wizard, you can invoice this timesheet too. The system will create an invoice for the customer based on the time that your technician added to the timesheet. And so this is so basically this is new 2 in 9.3, okay? This timesheet report. So basically here I have 2 timesheets linked to this report. And so the billing documentation generation wizard, like I said, this is new in 9.3, and the Gantt chart. So that's what I had to show you today. If you want to go ahead and start to play with it, SAP created this documentation here, which is really nice. It's a how-to guide, how to work with project management in SAP. And it's really step by step. It gives you all the steps that you need to configure it, and with screenshots and everything. So it gives you examples, and really with screens, with screenshots, it's really a good start if you want to play with it.
No, exactly, Joao. And this document, guys, if anybody wants a copy of it, you can send me an email. But I also have, though, what Joao mentioned before, because like he said, 9.2 was the first version of project management. But I have a document that says what the new features of the project management are in 9.3. So I can share that as well, for those who already have 9.2. If you want to see what the new features are, I can share that as well. But it really is a nice document.
This one here. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This one is just to show you
There
the
it
new
is. That's it.
2 and 9.3.
Yep.
And the other one is really, and this one here is really show you how to work with it. And it's a step-by-step document, really nice. Of course, if you need help, you can contact us. But this is a good start. And also, this just like Tracy said, it just shows you the difference.
Yeah. So there's the two. So there's the document that has the step-by-step method, how it works. And for those who do not have 9.3, who do have it and want to see what the new features are, you've got this second document here that shows you what the new features are. And this morning when we had our French session, we had questions about, is that all it does? What does it do? Look, it's a really good first step for Business One for the project management, but it's definitely going to be evolving. This is something that they're really focusing on to have full project management. So 9.4 is going to have even bigger stuff in it, but it's really functional though, all right, Joao?
It is. It's easy. It works. And of course, maybe to me, okay, to be honest with you, I think the reports could be better. But
Yeah,
it's
that's it.
still a good tool. It's still a good tool if you want to control documents linked to a specific project. It's a good tool.
Yeah, that's it. No, like you said, no, exactly. So there will be new features in the next versions because they want to focus on this. But it's a good first step where you've got your stages, you've got the activities, you can see the building per, the billing per sector, per activity, that kind of thing. But
Yeah.
obviously they will
Stage.
be improving
Yeah.
the reports. But do you know, Joao, is there anything that I don't know? Crystal reports or something? Is there anything that we can pull out from that?
No,
No, eh?
like I said, okay, the reports are there. You have some kind of stage analysis.
Okay.
I don't even know
But these are the
those,
built-in reports,
yeah, built-in reports. To be honest, I don't know if one of my colleagues have already created some specific reports
Maybe
for
with
project
Crystal.
management.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I don't know if you have. It's more maybe for those who have built on Power BI. You could
that's it.
do more with
That's
Power
right. No,
BI
that's right.
or even Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, but I don't know if
But built in,
my
that's the
colleagues
way it is. But
have
it's
done.
pretty, it's efficient.
Good.
But for those,
It's
who
efficient.
are wondering, it will be going further, but it's a really nice start. But
Yeah.
yeah.
If you have questions, go ahead.
I have a question when it comes to if we're going to create a project management for a customer for external use, why would you go with the project management as opposed to the CRM opportunities?
Um, a CRM opportunity, okay, it's not
That's
the same
different, though.
because
No.
it should be an opportunity to me, okay. It's a step before a project. You start with opportunity as soon as the opportunity is won, then you go to start a project. So it's not the same. You cannot link all that I showed you to an opportunity. So I've implemented this module in a customer, and this customer use it opportunities, and then once the opportunity is won, then they move it to project management.
Because
It's
there's
not
a
the same,
difference
okay? You
between
don't
the
have.
opportunity and the activity. It's two different things, RP. I don't know if the question's being answered properly, but it's really two things.
It's not
Okay.
the same,
The
exactly.
opportunity
The
is really
opportunity is
CRM, you know,
yeah, it's before the
pre-sales.
project. Yeah, there's a pre-sales, exactly. The project is like you're going to invoice, you're going to do more with it. It's an asset.
Okay.
It's the same for us. I don't know if it's clear or not, but it's not the same module, okay? It's really a step before.
Okay, it's clear. I think the only thing is that we still are having a hard time using the CRM and opportunities properly. I think that's the part where we're not using correctly. Therefore, I feel like right now, project management for us, when we're going to do it for our private labeling or for internal production and everything, it's amazing. I'm really, really happy to get to know this. So I'm definitely going to introduce it to my colleagues. But when it comes to working directly with clients, prospects, leads, I think the fact that we don't have it like hands down with opportunities and CRM yet, I might not introduce the project manager to the sales team yet, just because I feel like we're not there with it. But when it comes to production and private labeling, it is a great tool.
No, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said. The opportunity is more for the salespeople, and once it's done, the sales is done, then you move to projects, and then the sales people are not more like too linked to this. It's two different things.
Exactly. Okay. But you know what, RP? I'm wondering, Joao, does the document on 9. What version are you on, RP? Are you on 9.2, 9.3?
We have 9.2.
You have 9.2?
Okay.
Because I'm wondering if the document that I'm going to be sharing with everybody who wants a copy, obviously, if we have a section on opportunities, or would that be on another version maybe that I can?
No. Maybe I can get you some how to. This is how to guide. SAP calls those kinds of reports of documents like how to guide. I can try to find you a how to guide for opportunities. I think there is one. Okay.
There must be.
That would be amazing.
It
I'll
should be
find
good.
it.
Okay, no worries. I'm gonna look for it right now, and I'm gonna send it to Tracy.
No, that's
Perfect.
it. We could do that. And also, RP, if you want help with, beyond the how-to, I don't know who the consultant is that's working with you, but we could fix up a plan, just to get you guys going with it to maximize the usage of it. If you need it, just send me an email.
Perfect. I think if we start with the how-to guide, because I actually just started a project of filming videos like this, but for internal with the type of business that we have. But I don't want to do videos without being completely educated on everything that I'm putting out there. So if I can start with the how-to guide of opportunity, that would really, really be very helpful.
Okay, we'll get that for
I'm already looking for it. I'm gonna let Tracy knows if.
Yeah, send it to me, Joao, and I can look. I'm gonna try and scour this one and see if there isn't anything in it. It might be in 9.2, but okay, that's good. Is there anybody else that has questions on the project management?
Yeah, I do. Martin.
Hi, Martin. Hi.
Hi, Tracy. Joe, just curious, we're on 9.2. I guess playing around with it in terms of setting up projects, etc. Is there anything that any harm, for want of a better word, so any transactions that could happen just by setting up projects, creating stages, etc.
No. You don't need to worry. No, you don't need to worry, okay? It's basically a bucket where you put all your documents. So if you are just playing with it, no problem at all. You could link let's say that you have several documents for the same customer, and you link one or two in a project just to see. No worries at all. It will not affect your reports or your accounting. No worries, no worries.
Okay, so there
But
won't be
the
any
opposite
journal
is true.
entries.
Like if you are really using it and then you forget to link a document to a project, then you're gonna have results that won't expect. But just by playing with it, no worries.
Okay. To your last comment, you'll have results that you don't expect, but that would only manifest itself coming out in the project management tool itself, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Like, in other words, if you don't link a purchase order to that project when you use the project management tool, that purchase order won't show up. But that's as bad as it gets.
That's
Yeah,
it.
but Martin,
Of course,
you could though, if I just say one thing, you could in the authorizations set it so that the employees, when they're creating a purchase order or something, that they have to link a project, otherwise they won't be able to save it, right, Joao?
no, it's not mandatory. Okay, Tracy. If
No, but
let's say that
you could, but in the case.
Let's say that you activate the project management, okay?
Yeah.
And I can create a project for this customer. I can create a document for this customer, okay? But I don't. This is not mandatory. This field here, okay? I can simply create an order that is not linked to this project, and that's it.
Yeah,
so
but
don't worry.
You could have projects. But you could have projects where you say, for this project, if somebody's seizing a purchase order, you have to seize the project in it. So when the person's doing a project, can they not?
Not basic SAP, no, but we could do it. Like, it's not by default. It's not because a customer has or a vendor, I don't know, has a project that the person who enters the document needs to type the project. But if it's necessary, we can do this. Like, we have means of make it mandatory. Yeah, to force. Okay,
them.
If it's for this customer, you need to fill in the project field.
That's it.
We could do this. It's not too complex to do this.
So that way, the reports that he's looking for will have they will have the information, because the employee is going to really have to seize what the project is to be able to save it and close.
Yeah. Yes. But what Martin said is that it's like, if he can play with it without harming anything. And yes, you can. No worries. No worries.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Are there any other questions, guys?
I actually just wanted to know, this is available on all the licenses or only on the CRM license?
Good question. I'm sorry. I don't know.
No, just a second. It should be, if you have project management, okay, if somebody is in the CRM, well, whatever documents they're creating, you will be able to have the project. If you're on 9.2 or higher, whatever documents, be it a financial, logistics, or a CRM license, you will have the project management option. So if somebody is doing a quote, they'll be able to do a quote for a certain project. But you have to be at least on 9.2 to be able to seize it.
But for example, the quotations, with my license, I have logistics. I can search for a quotation and I can send it, attach it to an email, etc. But I'm unable to create a new one. So is it the same thing for project management? Because most of the people in here who do project management have logistics license or the administrator license.
Well, RP,
the professional license, no?
Yeah, but even if it's a professional license, though, Joao, if the whole company is rolling on 9.2 and the project management module is in it, any work that somebody is doing, be it a limited license, no matter what type, there should be a field in whatever document the person's allowed to work in that can address it to a project.
Okay.
That's it. The user, for sure, the user will be able to link a document to a project, but to work with the project management module, I don't know what kind of license. I'm sorry, that's a good question.
Okay,
but for
I'll
sure,
have to look into it.
Doesn't matter the license. The user will be able to link a document to a project. That's for sure.
And,
But for
then
me,
the pro
it's gonna be
user is going to be able to
inputted.
pull
Yeah.
out. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's just, and if they
Perfect.
don't have it, and if they don't have the option, and you are on 9.2, it's probably just something that's not configured properly. So if you just send, an email to
Yeah.
the support desk
Yeah.
and say, look, I'm on 9.2 and my CRM people, I want the project to be able to be available in a quote or in a sales order or whatever, the support desk can help you with that, just to configure it to
Okay.
make sure that it's unblocked, basically.
Sounds good.
All
Okay.
right.
Perfect. Thank you so
Okay, good.
much.
Good, guys. So look, are there any other questions?
I'm good.
So, okay, good. So if anybody wants a copy of the recording of this to share with employees or colleagues, or just to have in stock if you want to revise it, just send me an email. And like Joao said, I also have the document that has really the details for project management and the 9.3 new features for project management. So if anybody wants anything, just send me an email and I'll share it with you. And to basically say our next web session is going to be in 2 weeks, so on November 2nd, and we're going to be covering managing your price lists. So just keep an eye out if someone's interested in it. You should be getting the invitations in 2 weeks. And so that's about it. So thanks a lot, Joao. Thanks, everybody. And send us
Thank you,
emails
guys.
if you have any questions.
Thank you very
Yeah.
Okay,
much.
enjoy your
Thank you.
weekends.
Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye.
You too.